Hello golfers, it's Mike Passmore, your Simply Great Golf Approach Teacher Coach. I'm out here at Diamondback Golf Club, home of the Simply Great Golf Academy. It is a beautiful day out here in the end of September. Come on down you guys, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's the golf capital of the world. I call it the happiest golfer capital of the world because this is where the Simply Great Golf Academy is, and we teach golfers to be happy golfers. Now, thought I'd give you a little background on Mike Passmore from the beginning. Okay, I grew up in Portland, Oregon, beautiful country, and I started playing golf at age 10. My father was a golf course superintendent, but he wasn't the one that turned me on to golf. It was more so my friend who would take me to the driving range, and you know, the contests began, and then I got the golf bug. Well, I can tell you this, by age 16, I knew what my legacy was going to be in golf. I was going to be the best golfer that ever lived. It was my sport, and I played other sports. I was a pretty good athlete, and golf was my #1 challenge, like for most people. So anyway, as I continued on, I really developed a pretty darn good golf game. I got a golf scholarship to college. After college, I moved down to Monterey, California, golf capital of the world on the West Coast, and Pebble Beach Golf Club, Spyglass Hill, all sorts of great golf courses there. So I got an assistant pro job at one of the private clubs, and was supporting myself, had the free practice, free golf, and I was in the area where the second tour in golf was, the Golden State Tour, the TPS Tour, and then the Northern California PGA tournaments. So I'd play those tournaments, you know, make my schedule up where I was able to play in those tournaments and keep working on my game. And got it down pretty good. I got sponsors at that club, and you know, going out playing with the members, I'm shooting 65, 66s, and they're like, well, what are you doing here? Why aren't you playing golf for a living? I said, well, it's expensive. It costs a lot to travel. Anyway, they put a sponsorship together for me. Fast forward, things got a little tough at home. I had to go home, help out, and up in Oregon, and I just never quite found my way back. But one thing happened during that time was I started teaching more golf, and I started to realize that I had a gift. Then I went out and started studying and watching other instructors, and I realized that I had a different approach, and the Simply Great Golf approach was born. Okay, now, as I'm at that club in Carmel, California, the #1 ranked teaching pro in the world was working right across the valley from me at a club there, and I went over and started working with him. And a lot of the young assistant pros were doing the same thing because we're trying to get better, and this guy's supposedly the best. Well, he had an approach that was too complex. I could not grasp it. It took my game from shooting 60s and 70s to having trouble breaking 90. So, to find my way back, I came up with a foundation. 3 words: simplest, most effective. That was the foundation for my Simply Great Golf approach. Well, simplest is the most repeatable and most achievable. Most effective, well, that's the best. So basically, I started looking at the best players on tour. I watched the golfers on TV, and I said, right, there's the simplest technique of those best golfers. And so I came up with the different simplest techniques for the best golfers for putting, chipping, pitching, full swing, all the different shots in golf. And it was the Simply Great Golf approach. So that's what got me back on my game. I realized that there weren't all of these components to the golf swing. There were only 2 parts to the golf swing I needed to learn and coordinate. So I built on that. Simplest, most effective techniques. Then it became simplest, most effective instruction, and then training. I know that most people do not like to practice, so I developed this Simply Great Golf training approach. It's a 5-minute home training session, and if golfers, all golfers, would have learned this approach from the beginning, they'd all be playing so much better golf. My deduction from teaching 60,000 golfers the past 30-some years is that hardly any golfer has ever played that level of enjoyable golf. They were very simply capable of playing because they never learned this training approach. So, That's what I'm into, you guys. I am into that right now. I'm trying to share this with the golfing world because it really is not that difficult to develop a good golf game. I play 10 to 12 times a year. I would like to play more, but I'm just so busy teaching and working on my videos. You know, but I still go out and shoot in the 70s. I still have an okay time. All right? And just because I do 3 5-minute home training sessions per week. Now, when you first learn your 5-minute home training session, you want to do 3 to 5 a week for 3 weeks. Then you will have transformed or developed your golf swing into the simplest techniques of the best golfers. How's that sound? We're into simplest, most effective techniques, instruction, and training at the Simply Great Golf Academy here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm at Diamondback Golf Club. Check out simplygreatgolf.com. You'll see my complimentary videos and Simply Great Golf Approach on YouTube. And then get my instruction on my training videos, my training series, Simply Great Golfer Training Series #1. It's the 5-minute training session. There's about 13 videos in there. Get that, do the training, then come down here and work with me and my other instructors. We'll do the hands-on guidance. That's where the magic is. You've already learned the techniques. You've worked on it yourself. Now we do a little tweaking, a little fine-tuning while you're here so you can enjoy playing golf, enjoy the beach, the family. But we've taken your golf game to a level you've probably never imagined. It's the 2-step Simply Great Golf approach, you guys. It started a long time ago, and I am so proud of it, and I really need to get this out to as many golfers as possible, because I know if everybody would have learned this approach at the beginning, everybody would be playing a lot better golf right now. So, share. Go onto my YouTube channel, hit the share button, go onto my Facebook page, hit like, share, do all that stuff for me, please. Not just for me, for the golfing environment. We've lost 6 million golfers the past 10 years. Why? #1 reason, golfer frustration. By far, that's the #1 reason. So we need to help get golf back, all right? I hope to see you here at my Simply Great Golf Academy. Down the road, on your path to playing Simply Great Golf. Hope to see you soon.